One vessel carries 5,000 passengers, starship with a crew of 258, heading towards colonial planet Home 2, starting from the Earth. It takes 120 years to reach the destination. Planet in cruise state. The spacecraft is in autopilot mode. All passengers and crew are in hibernation. The front of the spacecraft is equipped with an energy field defense cover to protect the spacecraft from small meteorite impacts. 120 years of time, like a white horse passing through the universe dimension. However, a larger meteorite broke through the quiet night sky. Its impact caused a brief power outage to the spacecraft. Repaired through system correction. A location error still occurred. The system woke up the passengers in dormant cabin number 1498 in advance. At the reminder of the voice assistant, Wei, who was not yet fully awake, was made dizzy. The assistant reminded him that this interstellar journey was coming to an end. He will spend the next 4 months, enjoy the last craziness, to welcome the new life started by colonizing the planet. At this moment, Wei did not realize he was the only one who was awakened, under the guidance of an assistant. The confused Wei was taken to his room. After a period of adaptation, Wei is full of expectations and is ready to welcome a new beginning. Come to the learning center. Wei was very surprised. The huge venue was empty. Confused, Wei asked his assistant, "Where have the others gone?" Assistant warmly reminds 5,000 passengers that he is with him. Avedon feels bad. He ran around. Even though I yelled at the top of my lungs, I didn't even find a single person. Wei quickly took the elevator. Go to the central hall of the ship. The hall is surprisingly quiet. Sensing human presence, the system automatically lights up the living atmosphere. Wei asks smart assistant, location of captain and pilot. However, come to the main control room located at the front of the spacecraft connecting bridge. Due to insufficient permissions, the hatch cannot open and look through the window. The people inside are still sleeping in the sleeping cabin. Confused Wei came to the observation deck. He didn't understand why he woke up alone. Learn from the images given by the system. Wei is on his way to colonize the planet. It will take about 90 years to arrive. Wei looked stunned. 90 years later, there is probably smoke coming out of his grave. 120 years of interstellar journey. They've only been flying for about 30 years. Everyone else overslept. Wei, it's too early to get up. Panicked, he quickly found a manual service. Hope he can send SOS to Earth. To re-enter hibernation. To his despair, messages not only come with high fees, and the time it takes to reach Earth is about 19 years. It took 36 years for the message to go back and forth, but it would take him 55 years at the earliest to receive a reply. Wei was shocked instantly. Got gallstones. There is still a question mark as to whether he will still be alive by then. Just when Wei was heartbroken, passing by the bar, he unexpectedly spotted a person. Excited Wei stepped forward to say hello. Finally see some hope in misfortune. But he didn't notice. The bartender in front of me is a robot, able to chat with a living person. It instantly made Wei feel a lot more comfortable. As a result, a closer look. The bartender has no feet. Wei can't hide his disappointment. But the wine was poured in front of me. It's better to drink 2 cups to relieve your worries. The robot's name is Ergu, responsible for the reception of drinks. Wei had a flash of inspiration. Will Ergu know more about spaceships than he does? For example, what should I do if the dormant cabin fails? Ergu said. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. But in terms of logical self-consistency, 2 dogs are definitely not as good as 1 dog. And when are all the passengers supposed to wake up? Until the last 4 months. How is it that I am sitting here with you with 90 years to go? It's not possible for you to be here. Well, I am. Wake up the next day. Wei needs to solve the problem of eating. Under the guidance of customer service, he came to the dining group. When returning the order, he is not a VIP. Sorry, the mocha cappuccino extreme is reserved for gold class passengers. Sorry, the French roast. Sorry, the pumpkin spice. Sorry, the vanilla chai. Sorry. In the end I could only order a cup of coffee. Then Wei started a busy day of work. He found the hibernation cabin operating manual. After deep learning, he immediately found the tool. I didn't expect that he actually activated the capsule. Wei, who was so excited, stepped back into the cabin and lay down. I thought it would be a pleasant dream. Unexpectedly, the cabin showed no response. Embarrassing. The cabin door suddenly cannot be opened. After struggling for a while, I managed to escape. No way. He can only pin his hopes on the crew. Come to the main control room. He started to dismantle all kinds of things. However, all means have been exhausted. The titanium alloy steel door remains motionless. However, because of the last impact, there is something wrong with the system. The faulty elevator is an intuitive reaction. Indestructible hatch, completely blocking Wei's way of survival. Desperate, he found Ergu. As the only conscious human being, Wei doesn't know how to face despair. 2 dogs and 1 word wake up the dreamer. Instead of dwelling on the past that cannot be changed, it's better to enjoy and live in the moment. But Wei does not have the status of a VIP, so he made one for himself manually. Not only did I stay in a high-end suite in Vienna, and also enjoyed high-end entertainment projects. It's a pity that eating depends on facial expressions. Enjoy exclusive service like an emperor at top restaurants. But the balance was only enough for him to order 2 quail eggs. As time goes by, Away's hair becomes more and more lush. And the boring life is also consuming his mentality. Away on the verge of collapse. He even started teasing the sweeping robot with food. Just 1 year, Away builds Vienna's high-end suites into living on the streets. Decadent, he gradually lost. Drink all day to get drunk. Stare at the sleeping passengers. He found out that he was a big injustice. While throwing the bottle, he stumbled upon a cabin. You won't know until you walk in. There are spacewalking entertainment projects here. There are 2 well-worn spacesuits in the hall. Lonely Away feels empty inside. How I wish there was someone in the spacesuit in front of me. Put on spacesuit. It can be magnetically attached to the floor. After slowly walking out of the interactive channel, the spacesuit immediately released the safety rope. On the deck of the spaceship, Away looked around at the vast starry sky. He was shocked by the vastness of space. After turning off the magnet, he instantly fell into the bottomless space, staring at everything dark and psychedelic in front of me. Bitter tears flowed from Away's eyes. The bright stars exude unique charm. But he could only die meaninglessly alone. When he returns to the space station, Away, who originally planned to leave, suddenly turned around. He realized, instead of suffering the torture of loneliness here, it would be better to turn into a speck of dust in the universe. Then, Away put his fingertips on the button of the pressure chamber. Just press the switch. All the depression in his heart can be released. But in the face of death, the survival instinct still prevails. In the end he escaped back to the space room. When he recovers from numbness, the beauty of a female passenger caught his attention. In the moment of heartbeat, the dark side of Away's human nature gradually unfolds. Then Away checked the woman's detailed information. Sister Jean is actually a writer. The goddess voice and smile are profound. Fascinated him. Every time it's meal time, he will come to Sister Jean's cabin. While tasting the food, while admiring Sister Jean's beauty, Sister Jean's connotation also fascinated him. Come to the lounge. Away will always share with joy. But the goddess is just sleeping beauty. But he will die alone on the journey. Think of this. Away was extremely disappointed. Back to room. Away was watching Sister Jin's videos as usual. Hibernating cabin operation manual gave him a trace of evil thoughts. If you wake up Sister Jean, he can end the loneliness for the rest of his life. At the same time, you can fall in love with the goddess in your heart. After all, there is no second man in the spaceship. After waking up, Sister Jean had no choice. To alleviate the guilt in my heart, Away put forward various hypotheses to Urgu, and hoped to find resonance from the other party's answer. As a result, these questions are not within the scope of the robot's answers. After much hesitation, Away confessed to Urgu. He found a way to wake up Sister Jean. But just do this. The rest of Sister Jin's life from now on, all will be spent on this spaceship. Away is in so many tangles. If you don T, he will spend the rest of his life here, looking at the goddess you like before your eyes, in constant struggle and entanglement. Away finally chose to satisfy his own selfish desires. After a makeover, he quietly took the toolbox with him. Arrive at Sister Jin's hibernation cabin. Remove tools from your hands. Away's eyes were filled with guilt for Sister Jean. But his physical honesty still made him take action. The moment when a short circuit is triggered, the hibernation capsule was successfully activated. See the moment when Sister Jean was awakened. Away on the side miraculously changed from joy to shock. While Sister Jean just woke up, he hurriedly took the crime tools and fled back to the room. Panic surged into my heart. Everything that follows. He didn't know how to face this complicated and unspeakable situation. Emotions. Putting his tense nerves in a state of extreme tension. Sort out your emotions. Away came to the central hall cautiously. He met the goddess in his heart as he wished. Confused Sister Jean. Just like he was before. Sister Jean can't wait to know what happened. Away lied and said that he also wanted to know the answer. In order to solve the doubts in Sister Jin's mind, Away took him to the observation tower. It will take 89 years for the spacecraft to reach its new home. Occurrence of unknown failure. As a result, the two of them were awakened in advance. Face this reality. Sister Jean, who was heartbroken, could not bear it. Looking at the tools scattered all over the floor, Sister Jin's mind went blank. All she could think of, just quickly lie down in your sleeping cabin. Sister Jean, who is out of control, is confused and helpless. With Away's constant comfort, Sister Jean finally calmed down. After a brief period of complete despair, Away uses the experience accumulated in the past year. I told Sister Jean everything. All the ways he had tried, without exception. All ended in failure. The reality is right in front of you, but Sister Jean still can't face it. Unable to hide the sadness in my heart. All the emotions are written on Sister Jean's face. Away feels that he needs to be given time to adapt. So I didn't bother Sister Jean too much. Parting time, Sister Jean couldn't help but sigh. How did Away survive this year? After Sister Jean returned to the room, Away immediately found Urgu, and hoped that the other party will keep this secret. Never let Sister Jean know that you woke her up. The next day, Sister Jean woke up from a nightmare. Just like Away back then, he also asked some boring questions. When the two left, the spacecraft's faults also began to appear gradually, but the two of them did not realize this problem. Come to the food group. Sister Jean served a sumptuous breakfast. No comparison, no harm. Embarrassed, Away laughs at himself. French puffs are not for a loser like him to enjoy. Sister Jean readily offered him a portion. Taste fresh fruit. Away sighed in his heart that it was great to have money. Then the two discussed the spare sleeping cabin. But more than a year, he thought of everything Away could think of. Sister Jean doesn't want to give up. I wanted to recreate a dormant cabin. As a result, other people's patents are kept secret. Sister Jean decisively picked up the sledgehammer. Just hit the anus. The result is obvious. In addition to venting 1 inch dissatisfaction, nothing else can be done. At this time, the abnormality of the sweeping robot attracted Away's attention. As time goes by, Sister Jean slowly began to accept the reality. To make up for the loss in my heart, Sister Jean works hard to stay calm every day, but the reality is, she's wasting the rest of her life in this spaceship. The only comfort is a stranger. On this day, Away was asked a sudden question. Why did you do it? I thought my secret was discovered by Sister Jean. In the end, the other party just asked him why he immigrated. Nothing to do. As a writer, Sister Jean plans to interview Away, but he at the bottom. It's not about starting a new life before embarking on a journey. Immigration is just a means of survival. As a mechanic, the new home will bring many jobs. Wealth limits Sister Jean's imagination. I don't want to hit Away's pain points. He decisively avoided the question. Sister Jean considers herself an analyst of human nature. 5,000 passengers. The purpose of traveling to a new home varies. In order to miss Sister Jean's spirit, Away asked him to guess the occupation of the people in the cabin. The result is without exception. Sister Jean guessed everything wrong. The two gradually became familiar with each other. Talk about your dreams. Sister Jean feels a little sorry. I planned to start my own writing in my new home. But now everything is in vain. Accompanied by Away, Sister Jean began to enrich her life. The two of them challenged the dancing machine together, play basketball together, a bar where two dogs are shared. But after the madness, Sister Jean always feels an inexplicable emptiness. To fill this void, Away has made a lot of efforts. He prepared exquisite gifts for Sister Jean, and used a homemade robot, sincerely extended a date invitation to Sister Jean. Sister Jean wrote the reply with a smile. No doubt. Away got the answer he wanted. Put on a well-chosen suit. Away came to greet him personally. The two of them had a drink at Urgu's bar first, then enjoy a romantic dinner in the restaurant. After finishing the boring topic, Away couldn't wait to bring Sister Jean to the space room. The real romance has just begun. The two put on their spacesuits and walked out of the spacecraft. Away is full of emotion. He can finally be with the love in his heart, enjoy the beauty of the Milky Way together. Under the guidance of Away, Sister Jean released herself in space. This night, the two of them achieved success. Nourished by love, Away's eyes are full of light. A happy world for two. Let Away gradually forget his mistakes. Sister Jean rekindled her passion for writing. She wrote a book about their emotional experiences. To create romance, Away came to the plant cultivation room to collect photos. When a few roses were displayed in front of Sister Jean's eyes, Away's deep love completely enveloped her. When the spacecraft orbits Bigfoot, when performing gravitational ejection acceleration, the two of them witnessed this magnificent scene with their own eyes. Yet the enchanting brilliance of Bigfoot, but it did not continue to burn the love between the two. Back to the bar. Away, who left for an excuse, is preparing a surprise for Sister Jean. As a result, when Sister Jean was chatting with Urgu accidentally let it slip, said that Away had considered whether to wake her up a year ago. Learn this shocking secret. Sister Jean suddenly fell into confusion. Looking at Sister Jean's eyes that were red from crying, Away realized the seriousness of the problem. Facing Sister Jean's question, Away admitted that he woke her up. This heavy blow deeply hurt Sister Jean's heart. Away, who was at a loss, stayed where he was. Back to room. Sister Jean's anger and collapse finally became hysterical. However, Away only has hatred for him now. When Away returns to the room, Sister Jean's things have been moved from the house long ago. Come to the food group. Every word Away said made Sister Jean feel sick. At this time, he can no longer face the man he loves and hates. Sister Jean came to Away's room at night. To the man who ruined his life, launched a crazy revenge. However, when he picked up the steel pipe, Away calmly accepted Sister Jean's punishment. Sister Jean hesitated. Maybe it's reluctance to give up on your lover. Or maybe you are afraid of facing the rest of your life alone. In order to win Sister Jean's forgiveness, Away via radio, Dear Sister Xiang Jean, expressed his deep love for her. However, these exaggerated words are just wishful thinking on his part. Sister Jean doesn't care about this at all. Facing the man who took away my life. Sister Jean only has hatred in her heart, and the rest of his life. But you will have to face this person all the time. At this moment, the problems of the spacecraft are increasing day by day. Finally shut down and restarted. And the two of them didn't realize that the crisis was coming. After breaking up, the two take turns using the bar. Now they are strangers, and Away doesn't know how to make up for it. Look at the blessings from your friends. Sister Jin's thoughts were in a mess. His life on Earth was not happy, and hoped to meet his significant other in his new home. When he saw the saplings planted by Away in the hall, Sister Jean once again saw hope in her heart. At this time, the elevator Away was riding in suddenly lost power. Sister Jean is eating. The out-of-control machine spewed out huge amounts of food. Never imagined. A strange voice suddenly sounded. The captain complained. Someone planted a tree in his hall. After hearing the news, the two rushed to the hall. After seeing another aroused person, they were surprised and delighted. Because of system failure, Captain Lao He was also awakened in advance. Under his guidance, the two finally entered the main control room. Display according to route planning. Still 88 years away from the target planet. However, the spacecraft system failed. Obviously not enough to support a complete navigation process. Lao He therefore invited the two of them. Assist yourself in troubleshooting the spacecraft. When checking into the hibernation chamber, Lao He quickly learned the secret of the two. Wei was awakened due to a malfunction. However, Sister Jean was awakened by Wei. Wei did not deny this. Back to the cab, Jean Jia begged Lao He to make the decision for him, because what Wei did was undoubtedly murder. However, Lao He does not have this spare time, regardless of their love story, and he can protect himself. Due to serious illness, Lao He will die soon. When he went back to the house to rest, the spaceship had an emergency at night. Annoyed Sister Jean plans to swim to calm down. As a result, the spacecraft suddenly lost power. Loss of gravity. The water in the swimming pool instantly turned into a cage. Sister Jean kept trying to escape. As a result, the surging waves swept her directly into the water. Sister Jean tried her best and couldn't free herself. Soon he was drowning in the water. Critical moment. A reboot of the system restores gravity. Sister Jean was now out of danger from the water. Realized the seriousness of the problem. The two quickly woke up the sleeping Lao He. After Lao He's analysis and judgment, he suspected that the spacecraft had a serious malfunction. Sister Jean suddenly realized, the spaceship looks like it's going to sink. Under the leadership of Lao He, the two came to Fei ship work area. But what's the problem? I need them to investigate one by one. I didn't think about it and the action hasn't started yet. There's something wrong with Lao He's body. Diagnosed by medical machine. Lao He suffers from 612 diseases. Knowing that I am terminally ill, not long to die. Before dying, he gave Wei the bracelet with the highest authority. At the same time, the fate of the spaceship is entrusted to these two. After saying these words, Lao He passed away peacefully. The spacecraft is on the verge of collapse at this moment. To repair the spaceship, they must act immediately. System loses power again. The weightlessness caused the two of them to be suddenly thrown into the sky. Time is tight. The two quickly rushed to the work area of the spacecraft. As a result, when checking the fault, a cabin door suddenly opened. Sister Jean was instantly sucked into it. Wei saw this, decisively stuck at the door. He removed the slab with his feet. Sister Jean quickly used it to block the gap. The oxygen in the room began to gradually recover. However, they discovered that there was more than one meteorite hole. And it has entered the core area. Come to the reactor. Wei found obvious damage. There's a hole in the reactor computer. The outer cooling chamber has been surrounded by flames. If not dealt with in time, the whole spaceship will explode. Wei replaced the damaged parts with a spare chip. Restart the reactor. Unexpectedly, the cooling chamber door cannot be fully opened. After many unsuccessful attempts, Wei plans to pry it open from the outside. For this reason, Wei dismantled the door to defend himself. He handed the authority bracelet to Sister Jean. Even if something unexpected happens to him, Sister Jean still has a chance to save herself. To save the spaceship, Wei will definitely be in trouble this time, but if you don't act, both of them must die. Sister Jean was reluctant to watch Wei leave, and told him to come back alive, because without him, Sister Jean cannot live on the boat. Wei quickly jumped out of the spaceship. While racing against time, he must be quick, find the gate. But coming to the cabin door, Wei was surprised. The gate can be operated manually, but as soon as you let go, it will close immediately. This means that you want to complete the cooling task. Wei must act as a switch to withstand the impact of the flames. If Sister Jean starts to release the pressure, no doubt he took his life with his own hands. Sister Jean doesn't want to leave Wei behind. Determined to die with him, Wei has already made a mistake. He didn't want to let other passengers suffer again. If sacrifice, he was able to save 5,000 passengers and their loved ones. Wei has no regrets in this life. Finally, Jean Jia reluctantly pulled the switch. A fierce pillar of fire rushed towards Wei. Under the scorching flames, Wei's body was directly pushed out of the spacecraft. The safety rope holding him was also broken. Reactor completes cooling. Return to normal. But Wei appeared in the launch tail flame of the spacecraft. If you travel through it, it will be completely destroyed. Wei sees the right moment and throws out the hatch. Use counter force to successfully escape. But his spacesuit is damaged. Only oxygen can last long. In despair, he could only choose to say goodbye. Found something wrong. Sister Jean put on her spacesuit and rushed out quickly. Fortunately, Wei didn't drift too far. Sister Jean finally dragged him back through the rope. After returning to the spaceship, Sister Jean quickly put him into the treatment cabin for treatment. At this moment, Wei's vital signs have completely disappeared. Unable to accept the death of my lover, the collapsed Sister Jean thought of the permission bracelet. A dead horse becomes a living horse doctor. All first aid measures were put on Wei. After some rescue, Wei slowly opened his eyes. After seeing Wei come back to life, the excited Sister Jean quickly jumped on him. The power of love saved them at this moment. After the crisis, the spaceship starts sailing again. Continue towards your destination. But when Wei was checking the treatment cabin, accidental discovery of treatment. The cabin has an amazing feature. can completely halt human metabolism. This means, therapy chambers can be used as alternatives to hibernation chambers. Regrettably, the treatment cabin can only accommodate one person. Wei plans to let Sister Jean go home to spend the rest of her life. But he must live alone on the spaceship. However, Sister Jean did not choose to do this. Because of this journey, she has gained the meaning of life. Under the witness of Ergu, Wei finally completed his proposal. On the journey of love, the two reach the other side of happiness. The end of the story, the spaceship is finally arriving home. Passengers on board number 2 were awakened by the system one after another. People who came to the hall were surprised. With the company of time, the entire hall is covered in lush vegetation. And the love story of the two, this brings a successful conclusion to this journey.